Sit on your chair. That's loading.
Yeah? Put it on the wall. Put it on the wall. Or your table.
Let's double check that the audio will be coming through my headset instead of the... Yeah. Okay. Cool. Holy fuck. I'm just gonna go through my old playthrough. My other playthrough. And talk about Star Wars. And then say that I'll be doing a playthrough that I'll be posting at the end, right? Seems like a pretty good place to start. Because I only have a couple of things to say for this episode. I mean, I guess I could go through this playthrough and just redo Jedi Czar again, since this fucked up. That's fine. Taurus is nice, Kashyyyk is ugly. It's not a pretty map. I think this is pretty. Okay. Alright, you guys, how's it going? I watched episode 3 of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and like, I've been noticing in a lot of the marketing and like the merchandise that there's like no hero archetype or like hero representation. Essentially, I've been seeing a lot of like bounty hunters and bounty hunters and Sith lords, but like only like Hope as the light side for representation. I heard from Nerdrotic's stream that like somebody said that like they have to destroy the hero archetype and replace it with their own, the communism and communists, and it's just ridiculous. Like, people are being told to be Sith lords, like join the dark side and everything, and it's just like it doesn't help you. Twice about what you're doing. Cool. They're just destroying what a hero is. Like, this game is great because it shows you that, like, hero, dark side, light side, dark side, everything. So like going through this game, you can see a lot of how to be what it is to be a hero, or a good guy at least, and a Sith Lord on the other side. But that's besides the point. There's just so many things that are showing that the heroes are dying. Or at least the old representation of a hero is dead. In Obi-Wan, like, he's supposed to seem scared, I guess, or something, or upset. But it just, like, it doesn't work. Like, Obi-Wan is a Jedi, and so in that, like, he would have been following the Jedi code, which says in the first stanza, there's no emotion, there's peace. Like, yes, like Anakin became Darth Vader essentially, but he didn't know until he finds out from somewhere else. But like, he wouldn't be upset. He's not, I mean, he would be upset, but he knows he's not supposed to, and he has to keep going. And he wouldn't stop training because he was told he has to train to try and communicate with Qui-Gon, and he just sits there in episode 3 trying to talk to him, and he's just having visions of when he fought, well, flashbacks of when he fought Anakin. It was just completely ridiculous, because if he in episode 1 and 2 he told Jedi and buried his lightsaber, told Jedi to bury their lightsaber, and he buried his own. It was just like, what the fuck? How is he still trying to talk to Qui-Gon if he's not even using his lightsaber anymore, or like even have it nearby? He even told Anakin in episode 2 that your lightsaber is your life. Like, you have to protect it. Like, and he buries it in the sand. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. And he knew exactly where it was. It was just hilarious. What else happened in the episode? The one chick, Reva, manages to find exactly where everything is all the time. Just completely, like, yeah, Mary Sue just completely walks into a room and, like, knows exactly, like, where things are, and like where the passage is. It doesn't make any sense. Like, the stormtroopers walked in and they didn't see anything, and it's not like there was any actual force item in those rooms or anything. It was an empty room just with carvings on it. Like, Obi-Wan running away from Darth Vader, like, he ran away 3 times. Like, he didn't even stand and fight the first time. Like, he pulled out his lightsaber like he was going to, and he looked at it and he was just, oh, I gotta run away.
He has PTSD from slashing Anakin up.
Yeah, he has PTSD or some shit, I guess.
Even though he didn't
Fucking
seem to have a problem with the lightsaber in the other
Darth
episodes.
Maul, he doesn't fucking
the
matter. He doesn't
originals.
care about slicing open Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Keeps going as a Jedi. Cuts Anakin up. Gives him like PTSD. But Reva like managed to like find the tunnel that they used to escape through, and also find the tunnel that I guess leads, because it kind of seemed like there was multiple tunnels, but took a tunnel that I don't even think there was
she was gonna come out of.
taking a different tunnel. Like,
And
it
she
doesn't make any
able
sense.
to get there before her, even though the girl was going down.
If there was
tunnel
multiple
for a
tunnels,
while.
why do you have multiple tunnels that connect to other tunnels? That doesn't make any sense. Like, you would have each tunnel being in a different tunnel, and one could be a fucking death trap. And only the fucking people who are taking the people... Isn't, like, in Avatar, The Last Airbender, they fucking did that shit. Like, you had to go through these fucking... the fucking mountain.
There's only one tunnel that led you to the actual exit.
In the mountain in Avatar, The Last Airbender.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't build the fucking tunnels all to lead to one fucking point.
And she knew the exact exit of where the girl was going to come out of, and she made it
They
there
didn't
before
even-
the girl came
Yeah,
out
they-
of
she
the
didn't even run-
tunnel. And the girl was running that tunnel the whole fucking time. How was the Sith faster than her?
Well, they established that there's force running in
Okay.
episode 1.
Okay, she force ran from rooftop to rooftop.
No, through the tunnel.
No, then she wouldn't
would've-
have been able to make it in front of her.
There was multiple tunnels. That's what I'm saying. Like,
But-
you don't have
But
multiple
that tunnel
tunnels.
is going straight. It's the only tunnel that goes straight, which means it's the fastest route, and that girl started way before her. She would have made it by the exit by the time she made it like 2/3 of the way through her tunnel. Like, it's improbable. Even if she had super speed, that girl was running down that tunnel way the fuck before her.
And she did something that nobody else could do in the other 2 episodes.
Yeah,
She could catch her.
yeah.
Like,
And
she was running away from
apparently
those bounty
she can
hunters.
Mind read. Apparently she can mind read.
I did that in the last video.
That's stupid.
Brought that up.
Stupid as fuck.
But the fight sequence with Obi-Wan, he would have just fought them. There was like no point in like running away. Like he said he was trying to draw him away, but how are you gonna escape him then? you're screwed. Like he should have been dead. is all I'm saying. Doesn't make sense. And trying to burn him was kind of dumb. Like he didn't even burn. His shoulder had like a couple of scorches in it. His pants were fine.
His clothes were tarnished. That was it.
He didn't burn.
His skin was fine. He was not that badly injured, but he acted like as if someone just sliced him in half. Like he couldn't stand up. He was just laying there crying, and she was like, "We'll get you help."
It's not even burnt that
His
bad.
shoulder only has a flesh wound. It's just a flesh wound.
And I was listening to Baller and the Drinker talk about how Darth Vader has a suit, and so he could possibly walk through the fire, no problem.
Oh no, he could.
Like he would. I mean,
He's
he
done
would
it
have been
before
fine.
in other
other
episodes.
Yeah, he's walked through fire a few times
Because
in
he
comics.
can force push the fire away.
He could force push it, or he could just walk through it. I mean, his
Yeah.
suit, he lives on
He
Mustafar.
yeah, he knows how to.
He lives on
control it.
Mustafar. Like, why would his suit not be fire resistant to a point? I mean, like,
He
Jesus.
would live on a volcano.
Yeah, he lives on a volcano planet. Like, it would, and he burned, so he would have wanted himself protected
But he
against
couldn't
fire.
walk through a foot of fire.
But that's the other thing. Darth Vader's suit is designed by Palpatine. It's
When he
dampening
when
his
he
power.
Force lightened him. It didn't damage his suit that much. If lightning is it going to completely melt that suit? He can walk through fire.
Well, yeah, I mean, but still, like, the reason I bring that up is because the suit is designed to keep him, his powers suppressed, essentially. Like, he has his movement suppressed because of the robotic limbs. He can't do all kinds of swings or attacks like he used to. And there was, like, a comic I read that I believe they said it, I don't remember which one. I'd have to go back through and get all those comics again. But there was one that I read that it was designed to dampen his abilities. But again, an expanded universe isn't canon anymore. But it's whatever. Like, you could learn like what the Force is, like how to use the Force and everything through that. And then someone else was talking about how Force abilities, like, it would be like cheating to use Force choke or anything during a fight.
That's what Vader does as soon as he tries to run.
Yeah, he Force chokes.
Vader's just like,
well,
I'm done
I mean,
with this. I'm done fucking chasing you.
In episode 3, when they're fighting, they went to Force push each other or force something. They went to push each other and they pushed them apart. So, I mean, you could use Force abilities during combat. There's no reason you couldn't. But it's only if you're not paying attention. And it's not like he didn't see. Like, I mean, like, him allowing him to Force choke him was stupid. Like, he could have easily blocked it with the Force. It's not like Force lightning where it's a physical. It's more of a Force ability.
According to the Sith in this new TV show, you have to exercise the Force to use it. It's like working out. Because he said, oh, you've grown weak because you haven't been doing anything.
Yeah.
It's like, no. If you're strong with the Force and you've mastered it to that point, it's going to be like riding a bicycle. It's not going to be like, oh, I lifted 50 pounds today. No.
Yeah, it does seem like they're kind of making it like a power structure system instead of what it was like just abilities that you would think of as like magic, essentially. Like telekinesis, levitation, lightning bolt from your hand, you know, like those are like fantasy spells, essentially. Like, and that's what the Force is. It's not plot tool, which they keep using it as.
He said it's vibrating the particles of the object to start the fire.
Yeah, in the Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Yeah.
Is that what the movie was? With Nicolas Cage?
Ooh, yeah, and I think that's kind of like how the Force is too.
The Force is exactly like that.
So if it's just learning to use your mind to, like telepathy, to speed those objects up, to make them move back and forth. Yeah, telekinesis, and make the fire, then that's not a workout. That's using your brain like Smart-Wise.
Yeah.
That's like
so
saying you read that entire dictionary and you had the whole thing memorized for 3 years, and then you spent a year not doing it and you forgot the entire dictionary. That's impossible.
Yep. They forgot it. Obi-Wan forgot it.
If you have that knowledge, you always have that knowledge. It's not a workout.
It's so dumb. The show is stupid. And they destroyed their own shows. Like Rebels is fucked. Like, the Grand Inquisitor is supposed to be in Rebels. But he's dead. He's dead. Like, what the fuck? The show is terrible. Fucking ridiculous. Like, I feel I'm losing brain cells watching this show. And I just want to scream. But I can't scream because I'm a Jedi. So it's just like, I'm sorry, I'm kind of boring you guys. And dull. But this is stupid. This show is dumb. I'm gonna be doing a playthrough of this game, Knights of the Old Republic. I'm gonna get the first episode posted soon, probably this weekend, and then I'll do one once a week. But this is, I'm also doing the Obi-Wan review, but this is so dumb. The show is dumb. The destruction of the hero archetype. The heroes they're propping up are just fucking ridiculously stupid. They're not heroes. They're all villains. They just want people to be bad.
A plague spreads through our
Like this
streets.
motherfucker.
We cannot sit idly by while this corpse infects our society.
Like,
I got tired of hearing the Inquisitors to tell her to stop. Like, I was like, why does she keep doing it? If the movie is not about her, and it seems to be, you're just constantly hearing them yell at her all the fucking time through the whole fucking thing. Don't do that. 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 It was really fucking annoying. And she was like, but Obi-Wan. But Obi-Wan. But Obi-Wan. Like it was an unhealthy obsession.
and they want to say that you're racist if you don't like the third sister, but it has nothing to do with the actress. Like the actress is told that she like is gonna experience racism from the fans. Like, I have no problem with her character. Okay, her character can be in there, whatever. Like there's like, go ahead and give us a story with that, but don't just bait and switch us. Like, if she's gonna be a Sith, be a Sith. If she's gonna be a fucking Jedi, why is she fucking cutting people's hands off? But in Star Wars, there is no fucking racism. Like, you, in a galaxy with different aliens, like, the humans are not racist to each other. Like, the humans are all unified. Okay, everybody hates droids, and there's people who don't like aliens. There's the only two types of phobias there are: technophobia and xenophobia. There's no fucking racism against fucking black people, white people, Chinese people, any of them. Like, it doesn't matter, because Star Wars is a galaxy. Has nothing to do with her as an actress. Has everything to do with the characters and the Force abilities that they use to portray the Force in this universe, because they're using it as a plot tool. It's not a plot tool. Their abilities, based off of physics and science, like Force lightning is just creating friction or collecting neutrons and ions in the atoms that you're in the air that you're trying to shoot at. So in theory, Force lightning can also be Force fucking thunderstorm, but nobody thinks about that. Now, do they? Because nobody thinks about the Force as a fantasy tool to a wizard, essentially. Like, because they are essentially space wizards. They just keep using the fucking Force as a plot tool, though. Oh, she just senses where they went through, so she knows where they go. Like, there's a presence left behind lingering. Like I said in the last video, there's only one species in Star Wars that can do that, and it's Quinlan Voss's species, which they bring up in the episode. So kudos to them for that, but again, it's just candy littering the fucking shit. But, I mean, that's, yeah. But, I mean, that's, yeah. I'll be playing this game. Probably never going to become a full Jedi. Or full light side. Because I never can. But I'm usually in this area, which means that I can see his Force lightning. What? A Jedi using Force lightning? pretty cool. Good game. Knights of the Old Republic. There's a remake going to be coming out from Sam Mags, but we'll see how that does. That's why I want to get this playthrough out. That's all. That's all I have to say about all of this episode. I'm gonna do another video on Thursday next week, after the 4th episode comes out. Like, we're 2 episodes away from the end already, or 3 episodes away from the end already. Like, it's so dumb. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.